Hey Scorpio, it's Ashley. We're going to be doing your reading for the week of September 5th. Specifically focusing on the new moon in Virgo that is going to be taking place on the 6th of September. So we're going to look at past, present, and future, kind of get an idea of where you are headed and where you've been. And then we're going to do a 9-card spread and get some clarifying cards to get some more detail. You may want to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get a full picture of the week for you. And you can check out the links below in the description box. I have opened up private readings for the month of September, and then definitely recommend you follow Charitable Connections on Instagram because I do daily posts there for the collective if you're so inclined. So please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below if you feel that this is your reading. I'd love to hear from you. So let's go ahead and get started for Scorpio, week of September 5th. We're getting some master numbers coming up here. We've got 44, 22. Okay. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Inspiration, which is the Two of Wands. And so I do feel like there's some sort of decision about your future that is coming into play for the reading overall. I do feel like this may be love focused. It doesn't have to be. We are getting the Ace of Cups here with the Queen of Cups. So it could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces or even another Scorpio. But it does kind of feel like perhaps there's some fear of rejection here. But here in the future position, it kind of looks like you decide to take a leap of faith and communicate. And this turns into something lovely here. So let's see what we have going on. In the past position, we have the Thinker, and it's in the reverse. So you can see this little fairy is like really pondering something. And I'm just going to quickly read that protection message as it's in the reverse. It says you might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you into a jam. Give your mind a rest, do something creative, exercise, or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. We have the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords here. So in the past position, I do feel like there's probably love going on here, but I almost feel like perhaps you're doing so much reflecting with this Four of Swords as almost a means of self-protection, which is kind of where that analysis paralysis comes in. Let's get some more detail, see what's going on here. Why do we have the Queen of Cups? Getting the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. With the Ace of Cups, we're getting the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And with the Four of Swords, we're getting the Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. Okay. So I do feel like there's probably a water sign here. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but it could very well be just someone sitting in the energy of their emotions. Someone who is intuitive, sensitive, very kind, compassionate type of person. And I do feel like this person could very well be your Ten of Pentacles. So it's almost like an extremely abundant and stable long-term potential partner, okay? But you're in this mentally stuck place here with this Eight of Swords. It does look like at some point in the past, or could be happening currently as you watch this, because I'm filming this on the 31st of August. Almost like this overwhelming passion and love, like a new beginning. So I do feel like this person has more recently come into your life. And I think it feels fast. I think it feels like there's a lot of communication happening. There's a ton of passion. There's a ton of like emotion that's coming up in you. And I do feel like it probably feels a little bit like, kind of like, whoa. That's, you can kind of see how she's got her head thrown back. It's almost like overwhelming because I think it strikes strongly and it's a bit shocking to you. But I think you're spending so much time reflecting on this, and perhaps almost you could even be avoiding too much communication with this new person because you feel like it's so overwhelming. It's like you've retreated a little bit, and I really do feel like you're contemplating whether you should get away from this because you've been burned before. With this Five of Cups, it's like doubt and worry. It's like it feels so intense that it scares you. So let's look at the present moment. So this is called the Path. And you can see like there's this ladder that's leading up to this portal where you go from kind of a dark mountainous scene here and into this like lush light. It's like you're walking into the light. You've opened a new timeline, essentially, at the time of the new moon in Virgo. And we're getting the waxing crescent, which is the moon phase that this one is sitting at. So something's like building. Something is building up. And I'm also noticing quite a bit this 8 at the top. I think part of maybe what has put you into this analysis paralysis is something about this relationship, the intensity of it. It's like somewhere on a subliminal level, you recognize that this is going to be a big deal. And not just from a relationship standpoint, but it's going to put you into like a path of more self-mastery. So, you know, I feel like this person is going to kind of push you to step outside of your comfort zone and really have another look at yourself. Like this portal almost looks like kind of like an old mirror. with that edging around it. It's almost like a mirror on a handle rather than a ladder into a portal. And so I do feel like that is part of why you might be hesitating. There's a fear of, you know, am I going to get my heart broken? Am I going to get rejected? Is this even worth the time? There's just like this constant mental chatter here. And with the Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords, you can see her head is off the card. Like the Two of Swords usually has a blindfolded woman crossing two swords across her heart. And so it's like protecting your heart and not wanting to make a choice that perhaps forces you to go on a new path, right? And so I do feel like, and we do have the path, and so it's kind of like not wanting to necessarily see this because it puts you outside of your comfort zone. So let's look at some more detail here. Why do we have this Seven of Pentacles? We have the Three of Wands and the Empress. Like, what is this relationship going to bring? Is it going to be like a bright, abundant future? Or am I going to put in all this work just to get rejected, right? It's the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And with the Two of Swords, we're getting the Queen of Pentacles, so more abundance energy there. And the Two of Wands, which is what we got at the bottom of the deck here. So, you may have two people to choose from here. We have the Empress and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles may have been a spouse from the past. But we've got more people showing up here now. And so it's like, okay, so here's what I'm seeing. It's like with this Empress and the Three of Wands, you're looking into the future, trying to determine if this person is going to be part of your future, if you want them to be a part of your future. And then down here, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and it's like you're looking into the past. Is that the direction I should go? And so there's definitely a choice here to be made. I do feel like there's some communication that comes in here at the time of the new moon where perhaps someone makes a bit of a dramatic decision to maybe almost put out the stops on this potential. It's like cutting it out before it can cut you. Let me get a little bit more on that, because that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you're faced with this choice, and out of fear, it's like you get rid of your options because it's scary. So let's see. Why do we have the Knight of Swords coming in here? We have the Six of Cups. So that could be part of that past soulmate energy. Okay, and the Five of Swords. So I do feel like perhaps you may be making a decision at the time of this new moon to go ahead and cut out this past person. And kind of reject that as a possibility. So essentially eliminating your choice down to just the one person. And while it looks like both directions seem terrifying to you, let me get one on this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I almost wonder if this Queen of Pentacles from the past could be dealing with a Capricorn. Or like I said, just a past long-term relationship partner. It's almost like this Queen of Pentacles introduces a little too much drama. And I feel like you recognize that with that conflicted Five of Swords there with the Six of Cups. Yeah, I think you're starting to clearly see that this person from the past is probably not the option that you want. And we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you make a decision on what your path is going to be, and it feels to me like you cut out someone in the past so that you're able to step into this like intense love with this Queen of Cups, Empress energy. I do feel like they are one and the same there. So in the future position, we have the Tender Embrace, and it's card number 22. You can see that it's just like this energy of offering up compassion and gentleness and love, right? We have the Fool, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So see, we had the Ten of Pentacles here with the Queen of Cups, and now it's coming again in the near future. And so I feel like what happens is you make the choice to go ahead and take the leap of faith on this new love that has shown up recently for you. But it's like you went into this very mentally stuck analysis paralysis, trying to decide, do I go with the new? Do I stick with the old? So let's get some more here. And I think you communicate with this person that you want to give this a try. Where we have the Fool. Yeah, you decide. You decide that I'm going to take this leap. Look at that with the Lovers. You're choosing it. So that's lovely. Why the Page of Swords? Yep. Trying to find that strength to even communicate with this person who you may have been kind of retreated from. Like I was saying, it's like you kind of went into this hermit phase, trying to decide to move on or move forward, and I think you come forward and tell this person that you want to put in the work and see what happens here. And again, we have the 2 8s. So it's like that work on the relationship, but also knowing that there's going to be self-mastery, self-work that has to happen as part of this relationship. Let's see, what's this 10 of Pentacles? We have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're ready to work towards building this with this person. Could be dealing with a Pisces. We do have the water going on here. With that Queen of Cups and now the Hanged Man. It's like you were stuck before and now you're taking slow movement forward. But it feels very like sincere, and even though there might still be some lingering fear, I do feel like you open up, you start really talking with this person that kind of came in and overwhelmed you and you've decided you want to give this a go. And it does feel like a nice steady pace towards this 10 of Pentacles, building this legacy together. And I pulled that to clarify that Hanged Man a bit more, and we get the Six of Wands. So I think you can see that what you could create with this person could be very successful, and and you go for it. So that's awesome. Looking good, Scorpio. So I hope that was helpful. Be sure to check out your other placements and give me a like and a subscribe. And let me know if you feel that this is your reading. I wish you a very good new moon in Virgo, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.